Hi, everybody, and welcome to Step Into My Office, the glamour series where we take you behind the scenes with some of America's most successful career women. Today, I have a major case of office envy because we are in the super stylish offices of Tory Burch. Now, Tory not only built a billion-dollar fashion empire, she's also a girl's girl, and we love that about her. And if you haven't heard of Tory Burch, it may be time to buy new shoes. Tory, thank you for having us in your incredibly beautiful office. I think I want to move in here, by the way.
Thank you. So happy you're here.
So 10 years ago this fall, you started your own company straight from your kitchen table. Now, you didn't go to business school, you didn't go to design school. What made it work?
I think it was just thinking about what I personally was missing. I knew I wanted to work. I was a mom at the time, and it was beautiful clothes that didn't cost a fortune. It was a very simple idea.
But you did not have a grand 5-year plan for this.
The 5-year plan was to open 3 stores, and the first 5 years we opened 17.
Now we're at 10 years. Where are we? Tell me. Number of stores, size of the business.
So we have 130 stores globally.
You also have a book out this fall, this absolutely gorgeous Tory Burch in color. And it's a really personal book. I know you were not a big fashion lover as a kid. You said you were a tomboy in tennis whites. So how did this happen?
I had very fashionable parents. My mom loved fashion. I was more interested in playing tennis and riding horses. We traveled a lot and they traveled a lot, and seeing their pictures was really the inspiration of this company.
You went to a girls' school. Did that have an impact on how you thought about yourself as a leader?
It really instilled confidence, and I think that it also made me a girl's girl, supporting women and not being jealous and the best you can. And having an environment that is supportive is really important for success.
After college, you got a couple of really big jobs. You worked for Ralph Lauren, you worked for Vera Wang. What did you learn from these titans?
I learned so much from each place I was. At Vera, I learned a lot about taking a designer and helping her build her business. Ralph, I was the copywriter. It wasn't that glamorous, so it was being exposed to every category, though, so seeing everything from start to finish. One
thing that I think people don't know about you is that there was a moment in your life when you decided to step back from your career.
I was offered a job at Loewe when Narcisa Rodriguez was designing, and they offered me to be president of the U.S., and I found out I was pregnant with my 3rd son. I knew that being a mom came first, and I wouldn't be able to do both effectively. When I decided to start the company, it was 8 very intense months of travel, of staying up, putting the boys to bed at night and getting on the phone with Asia until 4 in the morning sometimes. So it was a very intense amount of work.
And then 1 year in, you had an Oprah moment.
So after 10 months, we got a call from Oprah. One of her producers had given her a tunic for Christmas and said that we want to have you on our show. So I went along with it.
Is it true that just 4 months ago, you and 2 other women were working out of your apartment?
We were working out of our apartment, and it was mayhem. The kids were running all over. We had boards covering everywhere.
And they said that our website would have some hits, and the next day we had 8 million hits.
Now, several years after that, you won the CFDA award for accessory design. Why was that significant?
That was incredibly meaningful because it's really an award you win based on the votes of your peers, and that's a huge honor.
I know that one person who was watching that CFDA win was your son, Sawyer, and he wrote you a note. "Congratulations, Mom. I hope you feel good. I am surprised you won first prize. I'm happy you won, but I'm surprised you won against Marc Jacobs and Michael Kors. I love you, Mom."
He was not as surprised as I was, but he was surprised nonetheless.
You now oversee 2,500 employees. What's your #1 employee pet peeve?
I guess it's being catty. I think when I started this company, I said to people I don't want to have a bitchy fashion environment, and I like being straightforward. And I think that we can deal with anything as long as it's on the table.
So bitchy fashion people need not apply.
No, no room here.
I want to ask you about something I know is so dear to your heart, the Tory Burch Foundation. Tell me what exactly the foundation does.
We support women. We help with getting access to low-cost capital, entrepreneurial education, networking, and mentorship.
Tell me about what I like to call Tory Burch University.
It's a mini business school. It's condensed in 9 weeks, and we give our entrepreneurs the ability to learn different things that they didn't have the knowledge of, whether it's legal advice, business advice, networking, how to present yourself well.
What are some of the obstacles that women entrepreneurs face?
Well, I think they have a lack of confidence. They often apologize. I think I was probably guilty of that too. When people said, "Oh, look at your success," I would downplay it.
But how'd you overcome that?
A great friend read my first article on the company in the New York Times, and she said it was a great article, but you shied away from the word ambition. And it really struck a chord. And I thought about it a lot. So I really think embrace ambition is something that I did and I want to get other women to do.
I think of you as a woman who never has a hair out of place. If a woman's going into a job interview, what is the best beauty look for her?
I think less is more always, and understated and underdone, but put together.
So Tory, you've hired so many women. I want to turn the tables on you and interview you for a second. Tory Burch, tell me what motivates you.
Aside from my family, my team, and just building this company, which I never imagined I would be able to have.
What's your biggest weakness?
Worrying, probably.
Really?
When your kids get to be teenagers, I think you see what worrying means at a whole new level.
Last question, why should I hire you?
Because I will not disappoint you.
Great answer. I would hire you in a second. Tory, thank you so much. It's been wonderful to catch up with you today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
At Glamour, we love to hear from our audience, so please let us know if you enjoyed our conversation with Tory Burch today, and note in the comments below which female career superstars you'd like us to interview next. Thanks for watching Step Into My Office.